Hi everyone, here is Natalia, and you're listening to another episode of Native-like Fluency. We continue exploring what native-like fluency in another language means and what it actually takes. In today's episode, I'm inviting you to listen to a short conversation we had the other day in my new advanced group, which is titled Expression. How do you reveal your authentic self in another language? I've been doing this program since 2020, and the deeper we get into the practice, the more we realize that the real need is not to speak another language perfectly. The real goal is not to get the approval from other people. Oh, your English is so good. Oh, don't worry about your accent. I love accents. If you've been listening to my podcast, if you've been following my work, you know that this is not enough for you. People tell you, oh, don't worry about it, your English is great, but you need more. And that's why I keep doing what I'm doing. The level at which I work, where I guide people with my methodology and specific practices and exercises toward native-like fluency in another language, this is the level of creating, nurturing meaningful relationships. This is the level at which you're able to create genuine connection with others. And a lot of immigrants I work with struggle to express their needs, their pain, their emotions. And what I hear from so many people who made the decision to move to another country and build a new career or start a whole new life in another country is this. I've lived in this country for 8, 7, 10 years, and I still don't have real friends. I still don't feel that I'm able to connect with others at the level at which I can connect with others in my first language. And this is painful. This is a tragedy, really, because we need human connection a lot more than food to survive. We are social creatures. Our emotional health, our physical health, our overall well-being depends on the quality of our connections. So how do you express your authentic self? How do you say, yes, this is what I need more of that? But most importantly, how do you say and own your no? This is what I want you to listen to. Let's listen to this conversation and let me know in the comments if you can relate. Let me know if this is something you struggle to express as well. Let me know if this is the level at which you really want to communicate in another language, but for whatever reason you're stuck at the level of learning and memorizing more words, revisiting grammar rules again and again, simply because no one has shown you a better way to practice. And that's okay. We keep doing what we're doing because we don't know any better. And the purpose of my work is to show that another level exists. The methodology exists. The people who practice it exist. And you're always welcome to join us.
I have a question because I asked this question to myself today. So the situation of today when I was invited as a guest and another guest in the room asked me something about my life, and I shared some news about me that I'm planning to open a school in Barcelona. This person started saying, like, are you sure that's a good idea? Do you really think that you will have clients, and etc. I remembered that this person half a year ago told me absolutely the same feedback on a different idea that I had, trying to challenge it, always in a negative way. So today it was a negative way that the school won't generate any revenue and no one needs the school. This is another idea that the person had. I started thinking, is it because my boundaries are not set? Is it me that I'm somehow let all these people give me their amazing opinions? Or is it just about people? Some people think like this and they are ready to share what they think about everyone's life. So I started thinking, is it still about me? Because I said only 1 or 2 sentences. This is not just one example. I have some people there, not my friends. I ruined all relationship with friends who do something like that or challenge me like that or tell me that all my ideas or all my achievements are not valuable. But how is it still possible that I can be in one room with such people?
Great. I would say that the answer to your question, is it me? Is it them? I'm going to say maybe it's a bit of everything. Okay. It's not just one answer. It's a little bit of everything. When we, especially women, especially omega-based women, that's all of us on this call, our energy naturally radiates. This is what we do. We're natural radiators. We're going to attract everything to some degree. The deeper we get into our embodiment and closer into radiating our authentic, true selves, we'll find that we'll magnetize naturally deeper people who we can actually just be with, and words don't even need to be spoken. And yet there's an exchange happening, right? We understand each other. But we'll also be attracting everyone else, because when we're embodying more of our true nature, which is love, in my opinion, everyone wants a taste of that. It's so nourishing and nurturing and splendid. But that's why we have to practice having our no. We have to express it in however it wants to move through us in the actual live moment. So that could be like, I don't understand why you said that. Or like, ouch, that fucking hurt. Or whatever it is. Or like, you know what? I don't have time for this. I wish you well, but I'm going to leave. It could be so many ways. But what we're going to be practicing over the 6 months is listening to what's happening, how to express it spontaneously, purely, cleanly, so that it's only our truth and not necessarily, in the psychology terms, our shadow stuff. Has anyone heard of Carl Jung and shadow stuff? Good. So our unconscious aversions or cravings, right? We're not just saying no to someone because we think we're better than them. That's not love. I work with love energy. I didn't say that yet, and that's important to name. And a lot of people think that love is just like unicorns and rainbows and butterflies. It's not the case. Love is also very fierce. Love is fire. That's a big problem in our world these days, is this people pleasing and, oh, we have to be nice, we have to be kind. These terms are being manipulated. The term compassion is being manipulated. Real compassion is not just letting people do whatever they want. Real compassion is speaking truth. That hurt. I need you to never treat me that way again. I need to feel respected. I need to feel cared for. In order for me to feel cared for and respected, I would love it if you could ask me questions about what I'm doing rather than throwing judgments at what I'm doing. Can you get curious about the project that I'm working on and ask me, how do I plan on making money around that? How do I plan on this being sustainable? Versus just telling me it's not going to work. What is your intention by telling me these things? There's so many different ways we can navigate the situation. But for those of you that were on the call yesterday, did you hear how I used some of that NVC, the nonviolent communication, in what I was asking, right? Stating the facts, stating the impact, stating my needs, and then I made requests. Then that fifth step that I didn't go into on this would be, if you could ask me questions about my project and be curious about what I'm doing in life, I would feel like you actually care about me and that we have a more real friendship. I would feel more safe with you. I might even feel more open to sharing with you versus just feeling on defensive and closed off and wanting to leave the conversation.
Thank you so much for listening. If you feel called to join this practice and work in one group with amazing individuals who are driven by the ambition to achieve native-like fluency and learn to express themselves authentically in English. And let's be honest, in any language, it's not only the language problem. Check out my group coaching program and join these exclusive meetings with Joni Kristen, my dear friend, and an amazing, mind-blowing professional who is now coaching my group on being authentic, expressing the truth of where we are emotionally, speaking from the heart rather than speaking from the mind alone, and embodying the qualities of someone who's fluent in another language, who can effortlessly and spontaneously express their needs, thoughts, emotions, and their truth. I help people be spontaneous in another language. If you want to be spontaneous and authentic, I'm inviting you to join my group coaching program. I'm going to link the page with the details in the description box. Check it out. And if you want to join, make sure you book a 20-minute free call with me so we can talk about your specific individual needs and make sure that this program is right for you and will serve your needs. Thank you so much again. I'll talk to you in the next episodes. Stay tuned.